Hi everybody, it's Nancy and I have some new Gina K products to share with you guys. Some of this is from this month's release, which is August, and some of this is from last month's release. Unfortunately, my mail is still not sorted out, so I got mine a little late, but that's okay. We got it. That's all that matters. And due to the mix-up, I got sent 2 kits. So that means I'm going to give one away. So everything you're going to see in this little box, I'm going to have an extra one to give away. So we'll get to that in just a second. But I want to give kudos to the Gina K shipping department because I did order some extra items as well. And their shipping, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And this is why I always say, you know, there are certain companies that I order from continuously, and there are certain ones that I'm just like, yeah, no. I have ordered from companies in the past, and especially with re-inkers, where they just throw it in the box. Let me just show you. I do mini inks from Gina K, okay? And here's why. One, they store, I think this storage tray is from Stamp and Storage. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's from Stamp and Storage. And I like to have all of Gina K's inks, but space-wise, this fits under my desk. My top of my desk has a shelf, and I want to have as many Gina K inks as I can, so I do the mini inks, okay? But that means I need to have all the re-inkers. So I've just finished up getting all my re-inkers, and let me show you how these came. So they came all bubble wrapped together. They came individually wrapped, so if any of them did come open, they were individual wrapped, and they came swatched already. So they came with these little swatches already on them. And then they were all, this is like sticky bubble wrap. So they were all, I already checked them, but they were all nicely wrapped like this and then in the box. So there was no way these were going to come open during shipping. So love that, okay? And then the rest of my order is just stuff that I need to pick up. And some of it was from last month's release that I didn't get. I want to share with you guys, and some supplies that I have not been able to unpack yet. You guys know I've been looking for my little mini glue bottles. Can't find them anywhere. So, hey, Gina K has a 3-pack, so why not just pick up some new ones? Free incentive. I got some layering weight cardstock. These are great, especially because I travel a lot. It's already cut for me. These are the new Polyglaze foiling sheets layered mistletoe. These match, I believe, last month's kit. Here's another one. Let your light shine. So even though the kit may be sold out, these items will be available for individual sale soon. So get your Polyglaze. And then here is the other one. Look at, they're so cute. Oh, Christmas tree. So all of these are available in the shop. You can pick those up. Okay, now on to the best part, which is the August kit. I have said this a million times before. I love getting the kit. I'm very, very thankful that Gina's team sends it to me because I travel a lot. And so to be able to take these with me, especially when I'm in a hotel, just to take some color pencils with me and be able to stamp them, take them with me. Very, very easy for me to make cards, especially when you have the layering weight cardstock. You guys, I take the box, layering weight cardstock, some black ink, some color pencils. It's so easy to do. But let me show you guys this kit. Now, they send me the Polyglaze. The Polyglaze is not included, but you always know I gotta have the Polyglaze. So the Polyglaze is going to coordinate. It is called Autumn Delight. This is a separate purchase. So if you do foiling, you might want to get this. If you don't do foiling, it's something you might want to consider. The Polyglaze makes it so easy to foil. I will demonstrate this for you guys. Because the Polyglaze is printed with a light grayish color, you're not going to have those black lines that a lot of people get when they do foiling, okay? This is a toner foiling system. It's very easy to do, especially when you have the Gina K Fuse system. I will demonstrate this for you. Everything else comes in the kit. Okay, so what are you going to get in the kit? I love, love, love this 3D embossing folder and cutting die. This is called the Serene Branches. I do believe I demonstrated it wrong last time because you're not supposed to use a top cutting plate, so I will try to demonstrate it correctly this time. That was my fault. But anything that has to do with leaves, and this is so pretty because it has these little berries on there, but it's so pretty. I love the leaves. Okay, then we have the Serene Branches stencils. 6x6 stencil. Very, very pretty as well. This stamp set is so cute. It says, I think it's thanks and blessed, thankful and blessed, thankful and blessed. So again, we have a variety of different leaves. We have some flowers. We have pumpkins, apples, so many different florals on here. And then thankful for you and all you do. So very grateful. Blessings of this season. Autumn wishes. Happy Thanksgiving. Wishing you a harvest of happiness. You're the best friend ever. Sending love and gratitude. Happy harvest. Warm autumn birthday wishes to you. I love that one because I think a lot of people don't get, that kind of a birthday warm greeting. So, and I love that these are classic designs. They're not too whimsical. They're not too, kitty. They're the perfect size that you can decorate an envelope with these. You can heat emboss these. Again, for when I'm traveling, perfect size just to take a small block with me. I don't have to take a whole Misty and I can stamp these up. Okay. This has the Thankful and Blessed coordinating dies. So I don't even need to take the big intricate. I can take the little intricate with me. Everything is perfectly sized for that. All right, here is the Autumn Delight dies, which coordinates with the Autumn Delight stencils. For those of you guys who are into foiling, know that I love doing the foiling gel method. And what we do there is we take the Fuse foiling gel, we ink out the first couple of layers in ink, and then the last layer we do with the Fuse foiling gel. So that would be the darkest layer that you see here. And then you run this through your Fuse foiling system and it comes out so pretty to have that last layer in foil. It gives you some dimension. You don't have to use foil. You can use glitter. You can just leave it as a dimensional layer. But when it dries, it doesn't dry tacky. It dries completely smooth. So you have the option. You don't have to leave it tacky. You can leave it smooth. You can leave it with glitter. You can use it with foil. But there's so many things you can do with the Fuse foiling gel. So I love doing that. Okay. And then this one really surprised me because fall is my favorite time of year. Autumn is my favorite time of year. And this, you guys, is the moon. It's the moon. So it says Harvest of Happiness set. We have some, what are they called? Cattails, some leaves, and then we have some different size trees here. This could be some water. And it says here, blessed to have you in my life, autumn blessings. May this autumn be the harvest of happiness for you and grateful for you. But it also has in here, you get this circle masked stencil. So doing an evening scene over the water is going to be so easy with this. I loved seeing this moon. I think that is a staple in making cards, and having that would just really glaze like, oh my gosh, that's so cool to have that in a set. So you get all of this, the mask circle, which you don't just have to use for that. I mean, circles are a staple in our card making. So you get the mask circle stencil and the mask. You get the stamp set. You're going to get the Autumn Delight stencil as well as the coordinating die. You're going to get the Thankful and Blessed stamps and dies. And again, these will work beautifully with the mini intricate, little baby intricate. You're going to get the Serene Branches stencil and the Serene Branches 3D embossing folder, and there's a coordinating die that will cut that out. That is all included in the kit. And again, I have a giveaway that I'm going to do. I think about how to do the giveaway for that. And then if you wanted to purchase separately, there is an Autumn Delight Polyglaze foiling sheet. So we're going to play with that today. And let's get to that. So I'm going to pull the coordinating So that's going to coordinate with the Autumn Delight stencils and dies out of the kit. I'll show you guys how to do polyglaze stenciling for those of you guys who have never done that or wondered how they work together. I am using the Gina K fuse machine. It is one of the best machines out on the market. First of all, the price savings. If you have shopped a foiling machine, you know how expensive they are. There are laminators out there, which is fine, but they don't have the adjustments. Okay, so when you want a foiling machine, you want to shop for a 1 to 5 setting. Okay, there are other foiling machines that are out on the market. Gina K's is the newest one to the market. So you're going to get a 0 through 5. 0 means no heat. 5 is the highest heat setting. When you are doing this, you want to use probably a 3 setting, okay, depending on where you live and your voltage. And I say that because this machine is available in the US, it's available in Canada, it's available in Europe, it's available in Australia. So it is available in your market for your voltage. That means you're going to get a different plug and a different voltage. That is not the case for many machines that are out there. If you're using a converter and you're changing your voltage, that's going to change how your machine works. Well, Gina K has made sure this is available worldwide, okay? So you're going to turn your machine on in the back, and we're going to go to setting 3. That is the most widely used setting for what we're going to be doing, okay? And then I have a little note on here to dusty. You just want to make sure that you have like a little soft brush like this, and it's dedicated to foiling, okay? It's not the embossing buddy. The embossing buddy is an anti-static buddy that's going to add like starch, cornstarch type of material. I don't know how to explain it. Baby powder is what some people think it is. I don't know what it is, some secret material, but we don't want to use that, okay? You do not want to add anything to your foiling. Dust is the enemy. We're removing dust, and that's what we're using this for, is removing dust. So you want a very soft brush. Some people use a Swiffer, a soft Swiffer. That's fine too, okay? But you want to use something to remove dust, so either a soft Swiffer or a soft brush. So we're just going to turn this on. You'll see this go from blinking red to green in just a moment. And you can either foil first or color first. That is up to you. I'm just going to grab a couple of inks here. You want your carrier folder. The machine does come with 1 carrier folder. You can purchase extras, which I do recommend. You want to have 2 or 3 extra carrier folders on hand. And I have plenty of videos on showing you how to use the fuse system. I showed a video not too long ago on how to laminate with it. The opening is about a 6.5-inch opening, so you can laminate things with it. I show quite a few videos on how to use the fuse foiling gel. So definitely go back and check my Gina K playlist and my toner foiling playlist on using the fuse foiling system if you want to learn more about foiling. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and I'm going to do my stenciling first. You can either stencil first or you can foil first. It does not really matter. If you are going to use ink, I recommend dye inks. Gina K inks are fabulous. I do not recommend pigment inks. What happens with pigment inks is pigment inks or alcohol inks can alter the color of your foil. If you're going to be coloring this, you can color it with color pencil. You can color it with dye markers, things like that. Same thing. I would try to avoid alcohol markers because they can alter the color of your foil. So stay with the Gina K inks. If you're going to be doing any kind of stenciling, if you're going to be doing coloring, you want to use dye-based, water-based inks. Okay, so these are numbered. The bottom left here, they say 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm going to use some lighter oranges and yellows. And where is my mat? Don't ever recommend putting tape down when you're doing any foiling because that can affect it. So we're just going to use our Gina K stencil mat here. Just going to hold everything down. And I'm just going to do the inking today. I'm not going to do the gel today. Gel only takes about an hour or two to dry, but again, I've done other videos showing that. And I have my Gina K brushes in front of me, so we're just going to grab some inks here. All right, I'm going to start with Peach Bellini. If you're interested in any of the products that I'm showing you guys, I'll have the links down below. They do help me. They are affiliate links. Does not cost you anything extra. It just lets the Gina K team know that I sent you their way through my videos. Appreciate your support. Helps to support my channel. I love this color. It's very autumnal of a color. My mums are starting to come up and bloom in my front yard. I don't want to accept that it's autumn yet, you guys. I really don't. I've had a wonderful, wonderful year and enjoying the summer, and it's going by way too fast. Okay, this says Autumn Delight number 2 in the bottom. We're just going to layer that over top. And it's pretty easy to see how they line up. That is something that I've always enjoyed about Gina K stencils is they're very easy. They're simple. There are stencils out there that layer and you need a neuroscience degree to figure it out. You do not need that with Gina K. She makes it very simple and very easy, and they're beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go in now with some sweet mango using the same brush. Don't clean my brushes. Use nice same brushes. This is going to be a little bit darker of an orange. Just layer that on top. And again, if you prefer to foil first, you can foil first. It is personal preference. Doesn't really matter. That one was sweet mango. Okay, so you can see how it's a little bit darker. Okay, this one says number 3. And now we're going to get into the greenery. And the sticky mat holds stencils in place, so I don't have to use any tape, or you definitely don't want to use any pixie spray or anything like that because your foiling will stick to that. So we don't want to use anything like that. And I think for that, for a lighter green, we're going to use Jelly bean green. And I just went in with a smaller Gina K stencil brush, blending brush. And this is, again, what I love about her designs is they're timeless. You can use this for birthday. You can use it for thinking of you. You can use it for sympathy. Whatever the occasion is, you can pull out a Gina K stamp set. And this is the final layering stencil. And I'm going to go with a little bit darker green. My go-to, fresh asparagus. Okay, let's reveal. Ta-da! Look how gorgeous that is. You can clean these stencils up a little later. It's just ink, not foiling gel. If I was using foiling gel, I would have done it on the second layer of the flower. And then you want to clean that gel up immediately. But look how pretty that is. Okay, and we are going to die cut that. Where did I put the die? I should foil it first before I die cut it. So let's see, what color foils do we want? And there are so many different colors of foil. Gina K and Thermo Web have come out with a whole bunch of new colors of foils. Get into my big box of foils here. And I'm sorry I don't have the names in front of me, but I know there's this beautiful orange. This one. And there are satin finishes. There are shiny finishes. I mean, look at, there's 3 different colors of orange here. I want this dark orange here. And what we're going to do is dusty our image. dusty, dusty, the back of our foil. Put that in our carrier sheet. And we're going to run that through. Folded side of the carrier sheet goes in, and we're going to hold that as it goes through. Make sure I have that on cut. I'm going to give that just a second to cool down. Isn't that beautiful? Perfectly foiled. The Polyglaze is a unique formula because what it actually does is it's able to get into all those fine lines that normal toner foiling would not be able to do. And so Gina K has found a unique way to get fine line foiling done. And we're going to line this up. We're going to cut the outside of this. Hopefully not cut our foiling lines. She's left enough space there that it should not cut our foiling lines, which is great. Because a lot of companies, when you get the coordinating die, it actually cuts your foiling line. So this does not. Look at how perfectly that cuts in that machine. I love this machine. Look at that. So beautiful. Stenciled, foiled, and die cut. These kits are such a value. Now, if you're not interested in the kit and there's only one or two things that you like, you'll have to wait until next month for them to be sold individually. Just like if you liked last month's kit, the kits sell out pretty quickly. You have to wait until everything comes back in stock and then you can purchase them one by one. It ends up costing you more money that way. So I do recommend, if you're interested in any of the items, just purchase the kit. It's so worth it. If there's anything in there you don't like, you can always share with your friends and gift them. But it is worth it just to get the kit and get the items, because then you get the dies. And then in this case, all you had to do was buy the Polyglaze. All right, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I will be making more cards and videos with this kit. If you had fun watching me make this, give me a thumbs up. And I guess my question is, for my friends, have you gotten into foiling? Have you gotten into the Gina K Fuse foiling system? Do you do foiling? Do you enjoy anything foiling? Have you tried out the Fuse foiling gel? Have you tried the Polyglaze sheets? How about the Gina K white Polyglaze? If you have not tried the white Polyglaze foiling sheets, these are fabulous for your leftover foils. I have shown these in other videos as well. So something like this, you can use your leftover foils and foil this, and it will give you the white in the background. So I have videos on that, but I want to know, have you caught on to foiling yet? Hopefully, if you're watching my channel, you have. If you haven't and you want to know more about foiling, click that subscribe button and click the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. If you're just here because you're a Gina K fan and you want to know more about foiling, thanks for being here. More videos in the toner foiling folder. That's where you want to go. More about Gina K in the Gina K folder. And if you want to know more about foiling in general, join our group, the Foiling Snobs Club, on Facebook. But make sure you subscribe. I will have more videos to come, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.